I'm going to show you how I make 2-ingredient sloppy joe. It's rich, it's thick, it's delicious. It has all the ingredients that you could want in your sloppy joe, and it's only 2 ingredients. We're also only going to use 1 skillet. Now, I do have some butter and a little olive oil in this skillet, but this is because we're going to toast our buns. And because toasted buns is not necessary for the actual sloppy joes, the olive oil and butter is not considered an ingredient. But as a child, we toasted our buns for everything. It did not matter. So I am used to having a toasted bun. I could be having bologna, and I'm going to toast my bun. Set those aside and get your ground beef in the skillet. Now you can use ground turkey as well, but we're going classic here on this ground beef. We want to break it up really, really well. I like to kind of start with my spatula first. It's just a little bit easier to break it down. And then I'll go in with my actual masher. When I use the masher, I want to make sure I get it into fine little pieces because we're not having a burger here. This is sloppy joe. So we need it to be broke up into all the little bitty pieces. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of oil that's releasing from the ground beef. If you're using ground turkey, you probably won't have that problem because it's a little bit more lean. You might even need to add a tad bit of oil to the skillet. But now, if you find that your skillet is not only hot, but heavy, especially if you're using a cast iron skillet, this is a little trick you can do to get that oil out of the skillet. Tilt the skillet and let that oil run down all to one side. Press down on the ground beef. Let as much oil escape as possible. We do not want greasy sloppy joes. Now, I typically would just go ahead and strain it at this particular point in time, but if you find the skillet is not only hot but heavy, then what you want to do is grab a few paper towels. Now, it's going to take some paper towels, but it's a safer way to do it if you can't lift that skillet up and get that oil out of it as well. So just take the paper towels and use as many as necessary to keep soaking up the oil until it's all gone like that. That way it's safe, secure, and you can get all that oil out of there. After we get the oil out, here comes the next part. Spread that ground beef right all over your skillet again and grab salsa. Yes, guys, salsa, but you need the chunky kind. It has green bell peppers, red bell peppers, onions, tomato sauce. Everything is already in there, highly seasoned, and you can get the type you like the best, mild, medium, or hot. I'm using the medium right here. Then we just build our sloppy joe. Now, I like to build mine a little bit high. I kind of pile it on quite a bit. Put a slice of cheese right in the middle and top it with a little bit more sloppy joe on top. The full recipe will be at pamspreps.com. I hope you guys enjoy, subscribe, and thanks for watching. I will see you next time, the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye-bye.